Alright, welcome everyone. I'm Niz. This is NizCast, and we are in the quarterfinals of SCS.
Radiant team pick.
Why does it say that at the top? What's going on? What? How do... I think we may be ticketed in a different tournament. I don't know how that happened. But whatever, this is actually SCS. It's not a Latin tournament like it says at the top. Whatever. We've got Team ASDF. They're going to be playing on the Dire side. We saw them last game, and they're going to be going up against... Now let me try to get this right. They're going by the name of Sen Blutfear in game, and I hope that isn't something bad.
10 seconds.
But in the brackets, and I tried. I'm probably not going to get this right, but it's the potoncitos. That's probably something bad. I probably shouldn't have said that, but whatever. That's the name that they're going by in the brackets. They're going to be on the Radiant side, and this draft has been going through pretty damn quickly, as I've been talking about all kinds of unnecessary stuff. But Team ASDF has opened up the banning phase with Troll, Wisp, Void, and Earthshaker. The Radiant side, they've banned out Axe, Juggernaut, Storm Spirit, and Witch Doctor. Picks so far have been Venge, Batrider, and Morphling for Team ASDF, and Lion, Sniper, Drill Ranger, and now Abaddon for Sand. I'll probably just call them Sand, because that's an awkward name for me to say, Sand. Now, let's try to catch back up. We've got a Sniper and a Drow, so that Sniper's going to be hitting incredibly hard with the Drow aura. But then we end up with a little bit of a questionable laning situation there. Is it the Sniper mid? Is it the Drow mid? Who's safe lane? Who's mid? We don't know yet. But we do know the two supports are going to be the Lion and the Abaddon, which means we pretty much just have an offlaner left to choose.
Reserve time.
As for Team ASDF, we've got Avenge, a Batrider, and a Morphling. So, the Morph, once again, we don't know. Is that safe lane? Is that mid? Batrider, most likely off lane. And we've got the situation where we're going to have a Batrider up against a Lion Abaddon again. Abaddon great at countering out the Batrider lasso, but when it comes to the laning phase, that Batrider can get quite a bit out of the lane. So we'll have to see how well Sand is going to be able to zone out the XSY Batrider, as I'm assuming he's going to be playing it again. But Team ASDF definitely taking their time, choosing their fourth pick here, and they're going to go with Brewmaster. So that makes me think that it's going to be a mid Brewmaster and a safe lane Morphling. Doesn't have to be that, though. Does not have to be that.
Dire team ban.
Ancient Apparition will be the last ban for Sand, and Dazzle. Let's see what ASDF's going to choose to ban out. And you know, I talked about it last game, the Weaver Abaddon combo. I wonder if you can do that this game. Can you run Sniper mid, Drow Lion, safe lane, Abaddon Weaver off lane? You're going to have a Weaver with the Drow aura. You have three pretty squishy cores. I honestly wouldn't run it, but it is available.
Reserve time.
Huh. Interesting. I think you probably just go with a more traditional offlaner. Oh my god, Tide's still in the pool. How is Tide still in the pool? Wow. Huh, do you want Tide? I don't see the problem with Tide. I think Tide would be an interesting pick in terms of being able to keep Sniper Andros safe. Protect them with the big Ravage. The problem is you're really looking for a lot out of your offlaner here. You want a hero that can do a lot. And he has to really be a force in these fights.
Queen of Pain.
Huh.
Dire team pick.
Well, I have no idea. They picked Queen of Pain. Huh. So, is that a Queen of Pain mid to go up against the Brewmaster?
Ten seconds remaining.
I don't know what these lanes are.
5 seconds remaining.
This is weird.
Reserve
Very, very
time.
weird. The Queen of Pain. They could go like Orchid. Queen of Pain, and that'll help them get the kill on the Brewmaster. Same with like blinking in and opening on a Morphling before. Huh. We definitely have an interesting draft coming out from Sand here. Phantom Assassin's going to be the last pick for ASDF. Now, is this greed? No, it's not. It's a support Morphling. That's what it is. Key Wielder is going to be on the Morphling. It's a support Morphling and Vengeful Spirit with the Bat Rider off lane, Brewmaster in the mid lane, and Phantom Assassin safe lane. But in terms of Team Sand, what are they going to do? I'm actually going to hop out of the game for a second and just see what... Go away. What is this ticket for?
10
South
seconds
America.
remaining.
Yeah, these guys ticketed this
5
game or whatever.
seconds remaining.
Well, that's a little weird. Oh well. Oh, we're in the game. As looks like one player is actually AFK on the Dire side, so
Prepare
or on
for
the
battle.
Radiant side. So we'll introduce the Dire side first. No, we're gonna get a pause. We're not gonna introduce them at all. Oh, there we go. This player has joined. Oh no, we're gonna be waiting a little bit longer. So let's find out what this tournament is. Witness the action of several lateral turns. Okay. I don't think this is going to show up on the stream. No, it's not. Well, that's weird. Oh well. Well, we're ticketed under that. That is not the tournament that we're casting. We're casting SCS. XSY says he's back. I do like their little team logo there. It's Workstation Electronic. I guess it's a sponsor or something like that. Team ASDF. Theirs is pretty simple. It's just a picture of a keyboard with ASDF highlighted. I like that as well. Looks a little weird when it's a banner. But I guess it works. Still unfortunately paused here. Hopefully this pause isn't too long. If it is an extended pause, I'll put an annotation in the YouTube video so you guys can just skip ahead, don't have to wait through all this. But I've probably already displayed that if it is a long pause, so you probably didn't hear me say that. Well, looks like it's being a little bit longer than I was hoping. So I'm actually going to throw it to music. And we'll be right back shortly. Ready to go now. So, without further ado, let's introduce the teams. On the Radiant side, we have team the Potoncito or whatever. I don't know. Team Sand is probably what I'm going to call them, or SBF, or I don't know. Probably just the Radiant. But we've got Dusa playing the Abaddon. We have, I think that's Akame, playing the Queen of Pain. We have 5v9 playing the Lion. We have Misuka playing the Drow Ranger. We've got Punk playing the Sniper. On the Dire side, we've got Team ASDF playing their Phantom Assassin. Is going to be Yolo Swag Rico. Playing the Vengeful Spirit is going to be Asanta at NASA. He was not in the last game, so that's looks like it's one of their unfortunately stand-in for them. We've got Eleanor playing the Brewmaster. XSY on that Batrider once again, and Keywielder on the Morphling.
This should make my life easier.
Little Swag Rico getting the bounty rune in the top location, Misuka getting the bounty in the bottom on the Drow Ranger. Let's take a quick look at the items, as they've got a soaring recipe purchased by Dusa right off the start on that Abaddon. We also have Boots First on the Lion, nothing too surprising there, and Boots First on XSY, who looks like he's done the same thing with the Firefly to destroy all the trees. Apart from those, nothing too surprising, no sentries. XSY just getting forced back here. And we should point out the lanes. We've got 5v9 on the line, so we get the Lion, the Drow, the Abaddon going up against the Batrider, who's going back to block. Pain coming out in the top lane, where we've got the Queen of Pain going up against the Phantom Assassin, supported by the Morphling and the Vengeful Spirit. And in the mid lane, that leaves Sniper going up against Brewmaster. Santa at NASA finds an Observer Ward used to block the camp. XSY used the same one he used last game to block this camp. Those sentries came out from the courier there, so Santa at NASA. Oh, it's Clarissa Tander. Okay. I'm not sure why it's a different name, but it's the same player we had last game, so not a different player. But bringing in the sentry wards to counter that block, and now just doing a little bit of stacking. So most likely for the Brewmaster to get him a ton of farm and help him snowball out of control. Could also be for XSY, make sure that he has a good start to the game as well, if he needs a little bit of help getting his Blink Dagger. 5v9 sitting in the Roche pit, and they are going to go on XSY, who will pop the Firefly and try to run up onto the high ground. Hex is going to be used, but XSY is going to take quite a bit of damage. He'll drop down to about 150 HP. In the meantime, we have the Queen of Pain making the rotation from the top, trying to come around behind. Eleanor will open with the Shadow Strike. Shrapnel will come out, but I believe the Panda will be perfectly fine, and indeed it's the Queen of Pain who's the one in trouble. 33 HP, just one more attack needed, but unfortunately the Vengeful Spirit not able to get it off. Instead, they'll switch to start attacking Punk, who will now turn it back around with 5v9 arriving on the scene. Earthspike getting used, and oh, one of them was the Sniper actually unfortunately missed attacking uphill, but 5v9 with the right click will get the kill onto a Santa at NASA. So our first blood has been spilled. And it goes in favor of Team SBF or Sand or... I'll never remember that other name. I'm sorry, I'm just a kid from Canada. I don't know these Latin American names. I apologize. Let's take a look at the last hits. Well, we've got our 2 safe laners locked pretty much dead even, 18 CS of each, but the Dro ahead by 6 denies. Mid lane, we've got the Sniper a little bit ahead as he's 14-5 going up against 10-1 from the Banda. But you know what, that's to be a little expected. Sniper maybe has a little bit more of a lead than I would expect at 3.5 minutes, but still, it's quite standard for Sniper to be ahead. The difference is that Panda's basically going to get everything that he needs. Oh, in the top lane, Keybuilder getting harassed a little bit here. Keep in mind, this is a support Morphling. When we take a look at the offlaners, you got the Bat Rider at 7 CS. And the offlaner for the Radiant side is at 0. That Queen of Pain not getting much of anything. Did make a rotation to the mid lane, but didn't even get an assist on that. Their Keywielder going to be harassing her back, making sure that that Queen of Pain's not getting anything. Meantime, in the mid lane, we've got the line going down as well as the Panda. And I think the Venge is going to go down, but going to try to help XSY get a return kill onto the Sniper. But I think XSY is going to lose his life as well, as 2 TPs came in, one from the Queen of Pain, one from the Abaddon. And the net is 2 for 2 trade, as both the Lion and the Sniper went down, and the Panda and the Bat Rider went down.
Is under attack.
Everyone will TP back to the lanes. Panda, a little pissed off, runs up, gives Abaddon the clap.
Dire's bottom tower is
Getting
under
his
attack.
HP a little low, but he'll be fine. Panda doesn't really have a way of securing that kill, just to throw it a little bit of harass damage.
Turned your
Got the
blade.
Phantom Assassin opening with the Hand of Midas. Interesting, I'm not sure what the courier was doing before, but typically you buy your recipe and fly it out to you in lane, and then you buy the gloves at the side shop. And that's just a little bit of a better way to min-max. Make sure you're using your Hand of Midas as soon as it's available. You don't have to wait for that courier travel time. XSY taking a bunch of damage from Masuka with Dusa, backing him up with the Aphotic Shield. And XSY needs to be careful. He's dropped down to 100 HP. But Masuka also need to be careful, as, of course, the Dro is standing in Firefly. And that's never good for your HP pool. Potential action in the top lane. There's 5v9 and Akame are rotating around. They didn't even know that Keywielder was there, but they'll definitely open up and do a ton of damage to Keywielder, who's going to try to wave for him, and that will actually just keep him alive, but not... won't eventually save him from the Queen of Pain, who just blinks forward.
Fly, my pretty, fly.
5v9 will help. TP away with the creep camp attacking away. Had a Santa at NASA even seen, that would have been a free kill. Just throw out the stun and maybe a right click or two, and that would have been one dead line. XSY now has picked up a haste rune, going on to Punk here, who does have phase boots, but they are on cooldown. And now he's given the clap from the Panda. There's the Queen of Pain once again TPing in to help her teammate. Still level 4, doing a ton of stuff on the map, but definitely falling behind as a result. Punk will still die. Panda split going to be ending kind of soon, but going to put a little bit more pressure on the Queen of Pain. There we go. Eleanor's split has just ended, and he will get hexed up immediately. I think he'll be fine, so let's take a look over here as XSY is getting pressured by that Queen of Pain, just trying to survive long enough for Firefly, still 7 seconds away. I don't think he's going to make it out. That's just one more auto attacks coming out. Keeps juking and jiving. Here's the Firefly. Oh no! He's juking, did everything right. Popped the Firefly and ran basically the way that it would give Queen of Pain the vision. Everything right, and then unfortunately made the wrong play right at the end. As XSY gets picked off by the Queen of Pain. But this Queen of Pain been everywhere. That's where she is. She's the teal character. She's been everywhere on the map, just TPing around, helping her teammates. But definitely falling quite a bit behind in this game. But at the same time, the Bat Rider's been pretty active on the map as well, putting a lot of pressure on this mid. making sure that Sniper doesn't run away with this game. Key Wielder actually making a rotation into the bottom lane, soaking up a little bit of experience down here while the Bat Rider's off doing his own thing. He's in the jungle, stacking up some camps and getting prepared to clear them now. This should give the Bat Rider 6 and lasso and put them quite a bit closer to their Blink Dagger. Unfortunately, I got Mud Golem camps here, so it's going to limit exactly how much gold XSY gets here, but it still wouldn't be enough for a Blink Dagger. But definitely going to be getting close. Probably just needs one more stack. Unfortunately, that's not stacked. These Mud Golems are an absolute pain when you're a Bat Rider. Yola Swag Rico getting forced back in the lane a little bit here by the Queen of Pain. And I think just trying to bait her in a little bit as he knows he now has TP support. We do have 6 on that Bat Rider. And they're going to open with the Magic Missile. Here comes the lasso. Going to grab her and just hold her in place. Should be pulling her a little bit closer to the PA so she can blink. And Yola Swag Rico will blink in and get actually a crit attack there. That was completely unnecessary. The Queen of Pain was dead regardless, but they do get the kill. So as soon as level 6 comes out on the Bat Rider, immediately making use of it. And now, 1,700 gold, closer and closer to that Blink Dagger. We've actually quickly cycled through the items. We've got Abaddon with basically nothing, just a Soul Ring. I'd like to see him getting his Tranquil Boots up relatively soon. But still quite a bit away from that.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Punk needs to be careful in the middle lane as XSY sitting on the high ground with smoke.
Dire's bottom
We won't
tower is
have
under
lasso,
attack.
but
Dire's bottom tower has
I don't know. They
fallen.
might be able to try to go with Flame Break. Oh, they're going to open onto Eleanor. Assassinate also being cast. Eleanor's getting incredibly low, down to 20 HP. He'll go down. Santat Nasa hops in and throws out the Magic Missile, but it was way too late. Fortunately, they were posted up ready to try and go and harass the Sniper, but they realized it wasn't going to happen. They started backing away, and instead, the Radiant opened up on the Panda. So we were looking through the items. We've got Queen of Pain doing a decent job coming back into this game. Almost got her, well, she has enough to finish her treads. But still, I don't know. I don't know about this offlane Queen of Pain. Well, I'm going to have to see how it works out. Line with her Ring of Regen in the stash. That means the Tranquil Boots are finished. So expect them to fly those out shortly. Masuka on the Drow Ranger, Mask of Madness. That means she can already solo Roche. In a decent amount of time, at least. So that's always on the board. The Sniper.
Denied.
Also has a Morbid Mask. Probably going to go for a Mask of Madness as well, but could go for a Helm of the Dominator. Eleanor popping that Bounty Rune immediately. It's actually better to hold on to your Bounty Rune for a little bit longer until you absolutely need to use it. Because Bounty Rune gives you XP and gold based on the game time. So you want to hold on to that until you absolutely need it. So you just get a little bit more. Obviously, if you can pop it and then afford an item, it's good to do that. But let's quickly cycle through the Dire heroes here as we've got Helm of Iron Will, which means Helm of the Dominator is pretty much finished on the PA. And we're going to get a last hit on the tower here. A glyph getting used there, and I have a feeling that was by Eleanor, realizing that he was going to be coming into position, and now they can go for the tower. There we go, nice deny there from Team ASDF. But yeah, we've got the Helm of the Dominator now finished in the top lane. The Phantom Assassin gets picked off by the Queen of Pain with the help of the Lion. Unfortunately, I missed that kill. But Queen of Pain using her ultimate for that. Sonic Wave, I believe it's called. Yes. I'm getting them. I'm getting there. Santat Nasa doesn't really have much. Just have boots, but that's alright for a support at this point. Eleanor struggling a little bit. Still quite a bit of ways from the Blink Dagger. Speaking of Blink Dagger, XSY getting really, really close. Basically has enough gold now, so expect XSY to pick that up. And Key Wielder's been sitting in the bottom lane. Soaking a little bit of experience, getting a few last hits here now. 27 and 8 last hits on that Morphling. This has Arcanes and a ring of protection, 800 gold. Let's actually switch over to the net worth now. We can see, get a better glimpse of what's going on with the game. Yellow Swag Rico is leading the way in terms of net worth. 1,200 net worth ahead of anyone else, and that's the Drow Ranger. But just behind the Drow Ranger is the Sniper, and just behind the Sniper is this Queen of Pain. So the next three are all SBF, but there we go. We got a pick off from ASDF onto Akami, and they're going to try to chase down Dusa here. Keep in mind, this is not level 6 yet. It's still no borrowed time. But they were not able to catch the Abaddon. And I think now they'll just go back to farming. But we saw, as soon as the Bat Rider hit 6, Lasso getting used
tower is under
and
attack.
getting a pick off. And now, as soon as the Blink Dagger comes online, Lasso and the Blink Dagger getting used and getting another pick off. So XSY definitely doing work on that Bat Rider. And frankly, they got a kill on a pretty important target. This Queen of Pain had been really coming back into the game. This 4-2-0 was 4-1-0 up until that pick off. 30-0 last hits. And now she's going to come to the bottom lane and just force Key Wielder back, who, I mean, he's a support. He's just been sitting down here as well. 0-1-0, 38-10 CS now. And this top tier 1 tower is getting pressured by 3 heroes for Team
Dire's
SBF.
top tower is under attack.
And is Dire looking like they're going to defend it? I wanted to say no, but we have a TP coming in from XSY at the tier 2, but they've already lost the Vengeful Spirit. Now another TP from Key Wielder. 5v9 is going to go down, so it's a 1-for-1 so far. Yellow Swag Rico is now going to try to focus down Dusa. XSY forced out a borrowed time, I think. Yeah, he did get Key Wielder got the kill onto XSY or Dusa there. I'm not sure what's going on the left side of the map there, but they got 2 kills. I don't know what I was looking at, but I got confused there. Eleanor still farming up the Blink Dagger, flying in from the courier now, but definitely a lot later than you expect to get it, and courier not delivering there because of GG branch. But 15 minutes into the game of Blink Dagger on Panda, that's definitely a lot slower than you want. Key Wielder now jumping in on the Queen of Pain. Lasso getting used. Again, Yellow Swag Rico will jump in. Right clicks her down, but Key Wielder goes down as well. A 5v9 comes in, gives him the finger after the Assassinate was used by the Sniper. Eleanor TPs to the top lane. Keep in mind, you just have that Blink Dagger. He will blink in, use the clap. Silence comes out from Asuka, but it's a little too late. Split already getting used, but I don't think he's going to be able to get a kill here. This looks like it's just going to be a wasted split. Just trying to force something a little bit too much, I think. As now forced to back up, and the split will end. 5v9, Dusa and Masuka definitely wanting to go back on the aggressive here. As Eleanor just uses Blink Dagger. They might be able to catch him out. This Panda 350 move speed, 5v9, 350 as well. Wasn't going to be able to catch, so let the Drow Ranger go past and started getting those frost arrows on to Eleanor. And we've got 2 different fights here. Because we got a fight in the top and in the bottom. Looks like the Phantom Assassin's going to go down and Eleanor is going to go down as well. Now, the Drow is the focus target. Queen of Pain will finish her off. Oh, sorry, not her. Sorry. The Drow will actually survive. It was the Vengeful Spirit, though, we got picked off. And Key Wielder goes down as well. 4 heroes die on the side of ASDF. Wow, SBF. Well, you could tell. Right after they saw that split, they wanted to go on the aggressive. Started chasing, and they saw Eleanor right here after blinking down here to start farming the camp. And without that Blink Dagger, that Panda, no split, no blink, very, very vulnerable. Started chasing. Good job from the Lion to step out of the way of the Drow, making sure that she could get the Frost Arrows on, because 5v9 was not catching the Panda. And as a result, they were able to get the kill onto Panda, and they were even able to turn around and get a kill onto the Phantom Assassin as well. And that's where we're at now, 14-8 now in favor of SBF. Pink's coming out for saying that they want a ward up here. When the Radiant's ward in this area, they want to secure how far up their safe lane farmer can farm. This ward gives them quite a bit of vision, but the dire side already had a ward up there. And now they'll actually reward it. So now the Radiant side saw the dire side ward it, but the dire side does actually not know that Radiant's got an observer ward up there. Well, we're going to have action here. XSY jumps in, but Akame blinks away, and then XSY gets hexed immediately. He'll go down. He'll get hit with the Assassinate Finger, still available. Akame now blinking forward, going after Yellow Swag Rico. Tower goes down to Punk. Assassinate coming out again, hitting the PA. And there comes the finger. Phantom Assassin goes down. Akame now blinking away with the Queen of Pain. Punk, now the focus target with the Brewmaster split. I think Punk's going to go down here, 9 HP, there he goes. A Santa and Nasa goes down in the meantime, though. Punk getting the kill there. And now the focus is 5v9. Panda Split going to be ending shortly, though. And this Queen of Pain maybe should be the target. She'll actually blink all the way up into the trees there. Split has ended. And now Eleanor's on the retreat. Or not, running back. And then he's going to try to start focusing 5v9. That was a little bit of a weird play from him. But he'll go down. 3 heroes on this dire side get wiped out just at the cost of the sniper. SBF playing really well in these team fights. And honestly, a lot of it is this Queen of Pain playing incredibly aggressive. And maybe a little bit on the ragged edge there at a few moments. But worked out. As basically the start of all that was XSY jumping in onto the Queen of Pain there, trying to get the lasso off. But Queen of Pain knew it was coming. Blinked on over here. The Lion was there, hexed XSY, and they were able to get the kill onto XSY really quick, right off the start of that fight. And that just basically gave SBF a running start to that team fight. Well, it's actually, we're just about to hit the 20-minute mark. Let's take a look at the net worth as SBF has pulled ahead to, it's probably about just shy of 7,000 gold lead. I should probably just do the math. As it's not quite 6,000 gold, it's 6,600 gold. But they are ahead nonetheless. XSY this time will get the lasso onto Akame, and that is the kill. The kill for them is Santa and Nasa, still hungry for blood, wanting to go after 5v9. I think engaging in this area would be a poor decision, and maybe they thought so as well. As they're going to back away. And are they going to try to go for Roshare? This could be a little bit of a risky play. They don't have any vision of this area protecting them. Radiant doesn't have any vision spotting this area either, but so you can look and see they do have vision from this observer ward spotting the rotations coming up here, so they actually do know. Eleanor will blink forward, use the split, and his team will join out of the Roche pit and starting to engage into this team fight. 5v9 will go down. Swap getting used onto Dusa, and I think they're going to try to focus him down. Borrowed time getting used now. Now they switch onto Masuka, getting the kill there. XSY getting demolished by 5v9 as he comes in, gives him the finger. The Abaddon getting tossed up in the air from the Brewmaster. Now I think Deuce is going to be the focus target. Is Borrowed time still on cool? Oh, maybe not. As Santa and Nasa will go down to the hand of that Abaddon. And now Yellow Swag Rico, I think he bought back. He's going to be killed with an Assassinate. And now Eleanor will look to TP away. Key Wielder has already bailed on out of the fight. We took a look at the show fight recap. Oh, it was the Lion who bought back. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. I thought Yellow Swag Rico went down early in the fight, but I was completely wrong. It was 5v9 who went down. But another 3-4. It's effectively 3 for 2. If we did have a buyback there. Maybe even 2.5. So a pretty even fight, but nonetheless, SBF walking away with the victory there in that fight, and that frees them up to take Roche. And they'll do that. Punk now will hold on to the Aegis. Speaking of items and Aegis, let's take a look at all the items. As we've got Abaddon with Staff of Wizardry. Not sure if he's going to build that into a 4-staff or a Yule's. We'll have to wait and see. The Queen of Pain, almost done her Orchid. I mentioned that when they picked her up, actually. Orchid just getting finished as the recipe getting purchased in the stash. 5v9 on this line. Still quite a ways away from his Blink Dagger. 1,000 gold in his pocket right now. Masuka on the Drow Ranger. Mask of Madness and Manta. 850 gold on hand. And Punk with that Aegis, MKB, and Mask of Madness.
Dire's middle tower is under
The Dire
attack.
side, we have Yolo Swag Rico with the Midas, BKB, and the Helm of Dominator. Vengeful Spirit almost done the Urn, but definitely lagging behind quite a bit, our lowest net worth in the game. We've got Eleanor with the Blink Dagger, but still having a little bit of a rough game with the Panda. Maybe trying to force plays a little bit too hard. Oh, we're going to have Firefly getting used here as he is going to jump forward, but not able to get the lasso off. Masuka losing a lot of HP, trying to run away, but unfortunately running right through the Firefly. Queen of Pain also getting picked off in the meantime. 5v9 now is the focus target, and I think he's going to go down. 3-for-0 pickoff. The Panda's incredibly low HP. Now they're going to try to focus down Dusa, who has already used Borrowed Time. But they will actually ignore him for a second there. Eleanor, when his split ends, he goes down. And now Lasso getting used to kill off Punk. But he does have Aegis, so he will respawn. They just need to make sure they don't lose another hero there. Yolo Swag Rico getting the kill, and that is a rampage as he cleans up all 5 heroes on SBF. And that was a disaster fight for SBF. They've been setting the pace in this game.
Has fallen.
And suddenly, ASDF comes back, wins a huge team fight. Not only did they win a straight up 5v5, they won a straight up 5v5 against a team with Aegis. Yellow Swag Rico, though. Rampage. Whew. The plays. Let's see what items he had. He just had a Helm of the Dominator, Midas, and BKB. Now he has 3,500 gold on hand. Yikes. Well, PA was an issue that last fight, and PA is going to be an even bigger issue the next fight. I feel like all these heroes again to see what they picked up. XSY getting a 4-step once again, 25 minutes. He's really active on his Bat Rider, but it really delays his timing on his 4-staffs. But he does have it now. Morphling. Has the Blink Dagger. Still just sporting that Ring of Protection. Just a casual Ring of Protection, I guess. Not really building it into anything. Also a Bracer. Maybe choosing to go for a Drums. But hasn't picked that up yet. There's where that gold went, as it's going to a Skull Basher, which is flying in right now. Getting rid of the Magic Wand. So Yolo Swag Rico will be able to bash the opponents next time around. Let's quickly cycle through all the heroes on the Radiant side. We have a 4-staff on the Abaddon. That Orchid we already saw getting completed. Yeah, as a result of losing that team fight, no one really making any kind of item progression. Dusa getting way too greedy, trying to get some XP there. Will get swapped. Borrowed Time getting used here, but that's not going to keep you alive. Even if with you at full HP, you're still going to go down. Yolo Swag Rico gets another kill. What's his kill total at? 10, 4, and 4 now. You can actually take a quick look at everyone in the game. And Yolo Swag Rico with the highest kills in the game, 14 out of 18 kills he's participated in for his team. On the Radiant side, Drow struggling quite a bit. 0, 2, and 4. I feel like the Drows had a little bit bigger impact in the game than that, but not showing up on the score screen. Punk definitely having a pretty big impact. 8, 4, and 8 on that Sniper, but Queen of Pain, 5, 5, and 6. I don't think that's quite as telling. I feel like the Queen of Pain's been having a bigger impact as well. But if we take a look at the net worth, we're almost back at dead even as a result of that last team fight. That was almost a 6,000 gold lead, almost vanished with one team fight. Now Team ASDF, they did smoke up. They tried to get a pick off, but unfortunately Team SBF knew exactly what was going on. They even drew a big square on the mini-map saying, hey, they're in that area somewhere, careful. And everyone kind of evacuated the area. Just had 2 observer wards kind of scouting out the area. And they've got quite a lot of vision on the map. They've got this observer ward. They've also got another one at top ruin. So 4 observer wards on the map for the Radiant side. Dire's got this one, and they've got another one up on this pillar by Roche. So only just 2 observer wards out for them. And this is occasionally what you'll see. Some supports really like to do this. Other supports would actually just like to keep just two wards on the map at all times. But some supports will actually feel like, okay, we're in a decent position here, blah, blah, blah. What is our objective for the next 7 minutes or something like that? And they may actually say, you know what, we can function with just 1 ward. What that observer ward does is actually frees you up to have another ward later. And when you get to a position like this where you can have 4 observer wards on the map, that gives you a ton of knowledge of what's going on. They're actually dropped to 3 as this other one expired. But that gives you a ton of vision of the map, and you get a ton of map control at a specific time in the game when you've kind of set yourself up for. And SBF definitely showing that right now, as they're choosing to stack their wards a little bit and give them a little bit more map
Dire's
control.
bottom tower is under
Unfortunately, your
attack.
observer wards aren't going to help you here, as smoke has been used, but the observer wards do let you know that no one's in this jungle, and if no one's in that jungle, no one's
Dire's
defending
bottom
bottom,
tower is under
most
attack.
likely there is a smoke gank, because not even anyone's being greedy and pushing out to almost a river to farm up there. So they knew exactly what was up. They were all hiding together as 5 under their tier 1 tower. And another failed smoke gank from ASDF. And 5-man smoke ganks are great when you run in and pick someone off and then start off a team fight, being ahead 5v4 or 5, maybe it's even 5v3 because one of them's across the map and it's in an awkward position for them to get to. It's great in that situation. However, if you 5-man smoke gank, it's often very, very obvious. You have to pretty much smoke gank and immediately find someone, because if it
Dire's
takes you any
bottom
longer
tower is under
than 5 or
attack.
10 seconds to find someone, it's very, very obvious that you're up to no good. Just from the other team taking a look at the minimap. You can create scenarios where it's not as obvious, but still, you're still on a limited time, especially if there's, I mean, it's expired now, but there was an observer ward here, and that was incredibly telling. Because if no one's doing this camp, and no one's defending bottom, it's incredibly obvious. Incredibly obvious that something's going on. You also know that Roche wasn't available yet, so that couldn't be it. So it's obviously a smoke gank. And it was really good of SBF to recognize that and to play safe accordingly. And now it looks like SBF is gathering for their own smank gank. I can't speak. Smoke gank, because they're going to 5-man smoke, and we'll have to
Radiant's
see
top tower is under attack.
if the Dire knows what's up, and they're already grouped. And this is, like I said, the problem with 5-man smoke ganks. What's going on here? Why is no one defending this? Are they just really late getting there? No. Someone's not even here farming up this lane. It's pretty obvious that this is a 5-man smoke gank, and they are staying very, very far back and together. So they're going to be 5.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And you know, I just outlined it. That's the problem with 5-man smoke ganks. And we see another failed smoke gank. Both teams just farming away right now. Still, PA, top CS, or top net worth in the game. Probably the top CS as well. Let's actually take a look. Actually, no. 226 for the Drow, 172 for the PA. But Roche has now spawned. And Avenge, the PA, and the Panda are all going to combine to go for that Roche. And the entire Radiant team is all in this top lane.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Which means they're in no position to defend against Roche, and I think they had an
Roshan
idea
has
what was
fallen
going
to
on.
die.
Yolo Swag Rico will hold on to that Aegis,
This should
and
make my life
are we going to
Radiant's
have a
bottom
fight at this
tower
tier
is
2
under
tower? I
attack.
think the
Dire's
Dire side will
tower
gladly
is
take
under
that
attack.
trade of a tier 2 tower for
Dire's structures are fortified.
Aegis, but they just use Glyph, so maybe they are looking to defend it. But they're walking, and they're going to be approaching from the south here, but the tier 2
Dire's
tower
top
is already
tower has
gone.
fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So maybe just using that Glyph to try and force... Punk is going to get picked off. Will the Queen of Pain cancel her TP? Nope, she realizes the sniper's probably going down. Oh, XSY is just going to get turned around on. He's going to go down. Eleanor is going to be trying to come in. He's already used his blink to get closer. Seems like XSY was just on a completely different page. Dusa coming in and channeling his TP in front of Punk. I'm not really sure what that was about. Obviously, he meant to force staff. But in the end, just started TPing. And that means Punk's going to die and Deuce is going to die. So, big mistake there coming out from Deuce. It's funny, though, to watch. But a little unfortunate there for the Abaddon. And with those two pickoffs, they're going to get a tier 1 tower in the top lane. But in the bottom lane, Masuka and Akame pushing right to the tier 3s. We're going to have 2 TPs coming out, but it's from both supports. And the Santa at NASA, a little aggressive on the TP there, will get immediately blown up by the Queen of Pain and the Drow. Right, will defend. Eleanor TP'd as well. I guess he had a much more defensive TP, probably back here somewhere. Which is where both supports should have TP'd. They didn't even get that top tier 1 tower. Great play from Masuka and Akame. Got to put pressure on that other lane. Force them back. You can defend. You can defend towers with actually not showing up to that tower to defend it. You just got to put pressure on more valuable targets on the map. And it takes a little bit of a foresight. That push in bottom didn't happen when the enemy team was here and say, oh, we're going to lose our tier 1 tower. That happened when the sniper was getting chased down from here. You already start pushing that bottom lane. You have to prepare the lane to pressure the tier 3 at the right time. So good recognition from both players there. We got an Invis Phantom Assassin. The double Phantom Assassin, I guess. Hunting, but unfortunately not able to find anyone. Maybe we'll just go for the Abaddon in the middle lane. Hasn't seen him yet, though. Morphling Replicate is actually going to come in behind him in the mid lane. Is Deuce going to be scared? Well, he's definitely going to run, but the entire Dire side has gathered in the bottom lane. They're going to go and press this tier 2, and this looks like it should be a free tower. I don't see SBF trying to fight here. They've already surrendered the position on the tower. There goes the tier 2. And I think they're going to keep trying to push. They do have just less than 2 minutes on that Aegis. Keep in mind, it's still on the Phantom Assassin. I'm not sure exactly the time, but it is under 2 minutes, probably about a minute and a half from now. So look for around 37 minutes game time for that to expire.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
This tier 3 taking a lot of damage, but in the meantime, in the top lane, the tier 3 going down as well. Santa at NASA using the swap, but 5v9 will go down. It actually wasn't the swap, just getting out of position there, I guess. So 5v9 is the first casualty. Dusa getting incredibly low, but borrowed time will keep him alive. Lasso getting used onto Punk. Dusa will go down on that Abaddon. Punk going down as well. What's going on in the top lane? The Brewmaster split has been used to force the Drow back. In the meantime, Queen of Pain securing some kills on the racks. Masuka is going to go down here to Eleanor, but Akame is going to blink over. Use the Orchid onto the Panda. I think the Panda is going to go down here. Oh, he's going to try to turn around, but Queen of Pain blows him up. So both teams lose their racks, but in the end, I have to say ASDF getting the better of the trade there, as they get a kill on 4 heroes, only lose 1 of their own. SBF not wanting to fight. They do not want to fight. They seemingly want to just put themselves in a position where the Drow and the Queen of Pain are splitting. And playing a little rat Dota. It worked out for them before, but not really working out for them there. Let's take a look at the gold graph, and it has definitely gone ASDF favored. Not drastically. Just about 3,000 gold in favor of Team ASDF. We have to keep in mind, SBF was almost 7,500 gold ahead at one point in this game. Well, that's a big pickup for them. Queen of Pain just finishing Scythe of Ice, so she has a sheep stick available to her. And that's actually a pretty big pickup, especially when it comes to trying to pick off the Panda. if you have both a Hex and an Orchid, that panda's basically unable to split for quite a long time, and that can really force out a BKB early. But if you open with the sheep,
Radiant's top tower is
Panda
under
can't
attack.
BKB out of the sheep, so you can actually use the BKB and the Orchid and stack the two of them
Radiant's top
together to
tower
amplify
has
the damage
fallen.
to try and get that quick kill on the Panda. Kami getting himself into a little bit of a bad position there. Lasso getting used on Punk, pulling him all the way over to the river. But oh, Yola Swag Rico jumping in. The Drow goes down first, and oh my goodness, somehow he's still alive. And he's jumping around all over the place here as Deuce is going to go down as well, and that's all 5 dead on the side of SBF. ASDF not losing a single hero. They got YOLO Swag Rico incredibly low. Keep in mind he didn't have the Aegis that fight as it had already expired. But somehow staying alive. Didn't have a Satanic, only had the Helm of the Dominator.
Radiant's top tower has
But
fallen.
somehow stayed alive. And with 5 heroes dead on SBF, I think this is probably going to be it, as both sets of racks are surely going to fall here. Good game, well played. We'll come out from
Radiant
Dusa.
structures are fortified.
And we'll follow ASDF into the next
Radiant's
round
top tower
as
has
they're
fallen.
advancing to the
Dire
semifinals,
victory.
where I'm not sure who they're going to play. Let's take a quick look at the brackets. It looks like it hasn't been decided yet, but it's going to be the winner of Orenda and Weedham Boys. That's who Team ASDF will play in the semifinals. I believe the other semifinal is already underway between Team Brew and Mona Beret. And I believe that is the potential new team that Merlini may be playing on. I could be wrong on that, but I think that's the new Merlini team. Maybe playing with an extra stand-in or so in there, but that could be exciting if they get to the finals, or Brew. We've seen Brew get to the finals as well. But that's a little bit down the road. We're still preparing ourselves for the semifinals. Hopefully you enjoyed the cast. We've got 2 more games left. And definitely hit that follow button on twitch.tv/NizCast. You can also follow me on Twitter @NizCast and on YouTube. youtube.com/NizCast. Everything's NizCast, nice and easy. But yeah, I'll host... or I'll upload the VOD from this game and all the games tonight, so you can check those out on YouTube. But we still have those 2 games left, so I'm going to throw it to music. I could really use a drink of water. My voice is feeling it already tonight, a little bit earlier than expected, but yeah, I'm going to throw it to music, and hopefully you'll be joining me for the next game. I'll see you then.